And the Academy Award goes to... Not yet, but the nominations were announced this past week, so we'll find out the surprises and the snubs and everything about it right here on LAOFCS Show.
Welcome to Popcorn Talk, featuring movie discussion, news, and interviews. Popcorn Talk. We talk movies.
What up, everybody? Welcome to this week's LAOFCS Show. My name is Rama. I'm filling in for our great fearless leader, Scott Menzel, who's currently covering Sundance Film Festival, Winter Wonderland, very cold. So thank you for joining in, or for tuning in. I'm here joined by my fellow LAOFCS friends, Kit and Nestor. Kit, let's start with you. Introduce yourself to the viewers.
Hi, I'm Kit Bowen. I work for Screenplay, and I've been with these guys for a while now, and we always have really good conversations, so I'm looking forward today. And you can follow me at The Movie Kit. That's my Twitter, so do that.
Do that.
Do that. Follow me.
My name is Nestor Bentancor. I run the website called Desde Hollywood. It's a bilingual movie news website. You can find me at Nestor Cine and also at Desde Hollywood on Instagram.
Yeah, this past Tuesday we had to wake up so early in the morning.
I didn't.
Oh, you didn't? Okay.
Not that early.
Oh, lucky you.
Yeah.
To check out the nominations. So let's get right to it. How do you want to do this? That's Best Picture.
Best Picture.
Best Picture. Let me give you guys the full 8. Black Panther, Black Klansman, Bohemian Rhapsody, The Favorite, Green Book, Roma, A Star is Born, and Vice.
I was pretty happy with this list. I mean, I think that, I think we were talking about The First Man, not getting a nomination. Some people were upset about that, although that kind of was that's been going this way ever since it opened. So I didn't really expect that much. I think it's a solid list.
Yeah, there are just 8 nominations. I mean, in theory, you can go up to 10, but that's very rare. It's usually 8 or 9.
Yeah.
So I wonder, number 9, I think maybe was If Beale Street Could Talk.
Right.
Or maybe A Quiet Place.
Yeah.
A Quiet Place was also nominated by the PGA. That is always a good indication.
Right.
But, I mean, other than that, there is a point in this whole kind of snowball when the number of candidates it start to get reduced.
Yes.
So I wouldn't say that there is a major surprise here. Some people got surprised for something like Black Panther, for example.
Yeah.
We already knew Black Panther was coming, but a lot of people was like, what?
A Marvel superhero
What
movie?
is going on?
Got a best. It's great though.
Yeah.
It's great. I mean, it's amazing that movie has hung on like it has. I mean, it came out in February.
Yeah.
So it's a testament, I think, to the film and also to the what it stood for, the diversity, all of that. I think it's a really great addition. I'm glad the Academy decided to do that. So,
And it's the first superhero movie nominated for Best Picture. I know that there are some fellow geeks that are kind of upset that why Black Panther and not Logan? Why not The Dark Knight?
Yeah.
Why not? But I think that you have to look at the forest and not the tree. You need to understand that this is going to make things easier for the next Logan, for the next Dark Knight, to be considered. And when you're talking about the movie that was released kind of a year ago, Disney started the campaign before the movie was released.
Yeah.
So this is the long game. It's paying off. So that's why I think that it makes sense that the movie is nominated. A lot of people question the fact that the movie itself, it doesn't have enough merits to be a strong nominee because it doesn't have another major category backing it up, like director, acting. But the movie deserved acting for Michael B. Jordan. Nobody could complain if that was the case.
Right.
So I think that you need to understand that the Academy not only is rewarding what the movie is, but also what the movie represents. Mm-hmm. And the movie is embracing and celebrating something that is very topical right now, like inclusion, like diversity. So it is also about that, about what are the values that we want to push forward. Right. And I think that it's fine, it's okay. It not always needs to be the case, but it's something like in a case like this, I think there is only positive. There is no damage. Some people is upset online, so chill out, guys.
Well, it's been a decade since The Dark Knight got snubbed. That was 2009. This is a
Yeah.
2008 movie. And, Bohemian Rhapsody won Golden Globe for Best Picture, and Producers Guild gave it to Green Book. That's usually an indicator, right, for which one might win. So any thoughts about that, maybe, prediction-wise?
I really think I don't know. It's really tough.
It's a tough one, right?
It's been one of the toughest years of all that I can remember. I mean, there's been really, like I said, there's been some really great, some really good movies, but nothing like super like over the top great. Like I can't, stop talking about it. I don't know. I'm thinking. I'm kind of leaning towards Green Book, although I don't know what that kind of sort of reaction will be, because I know it's gotten a lot of backlash in different areas. You don't think so? I would love Roma to win, to be honest.
I know, right?
Roma's gonna win.
You think Roma's
Roma's
going to
gonna
win?
win. Roma's gonna win.
But I think the Netflix thing kind of hurts.
I think that the Netflix obstacle was to get the nomination. I think that's not the case anymore. After all the awards that Roma has been getting in the past days and weeks, I think that it has gotten to a point when nobody's thinking about Netflix anymore. Most of the members of the Academy are actors. They want to work. There are many new members that I think that they have a more kind of, flexible approach to Netflix than before. And there are many things in favor of Roma and against the competition, because Green Book not getting Best Director.
Yeah.
There is another one that is not getting Best Director either. Which one is it?
A
Bradley
couple
Cooper.
of them. Bradley Cooper was the
A
big
Star is
snub.
Born.
Yeah.
So, and obviously Bohemian Rhapsody, that wasn't directed by nobody. It's like Voldemort. We don't talk about who directed that movie.
Can't get started on that.
He will not be mentioned.
Yeah. But talking about Roma, I think that is the movie that doesn't have a controversy around. It's a very easy
But what
movie
about
to
the foreign
embrace.
film thing, though? That's the thing that that keeps sticking in my craw.
That's right.
Like how will it? Because usually what happens in the past, like Life is Beautiful,
That's right,
and Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, they won the
Only
foreign
one.
film and they didn't win Best Picture.
Yeah.
Now, in those cases, there were movies that were better than those to win Best Picture. And here, I think there's a case from some of these to win, but I don't know. I'm just not sure. I want it to,
I think-
but I'm not sure.
In the past, there's been always you can tell two front runners, like Pulp Fiction versus Forrest Gump,
Right.
or The Social Network versus King's Speech. I think it's safe to say that there are three front runners this year: Bohemian, Green Book, and Roma.
You think Bohemian? No.
I don't think so. Okay,
No,
based
I
on
think
the.
I think it's
okay.
Black Klansman.
I think it's Black Klansman.
All right,
Yeah.
there you go.
I think it's Black Klansman, Roma, and Green Book.
And the rest will be just happy that they got invited.
I mean,
Yeah.
the favorite's good too, but again, the favorite I think is gonna get awarded perhaps with screenplay or something
Actress,
else.
maybe.
Maybe actress. I don't know though. We'll get
Yeah.
let's move on.
Yes, by all means.
To actress, since we just talked about it. So
Go ahead.
You can.
Oh, okay.
What
Best
is it?
Actress in the Leading Role.
Yep.
All right, Yalitza Aparicio for Roma, Glenn Close for The Wife. I still haven't seen that movie. Olivia Colman for The Favorite, Lady Gaga for A Star Is Born, and Melissa McCarthy for Can You Ever Forgive Me? I would say I would love for Yalitza to win, but I think Glenn Close is her year
I
this
think
year.
Glenn Close is going to win.
Yeah, it's her year this year.
It's a career award.
Exactly.
Basically. I mean, she does. I have seen the movie, and she is very, very good.
Oh,
at
yeah?
it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a very understated performance.
Mm.
She's very, there's sort of this simmering, resentment that is bubbling in her, and Glenn just, totally handles that. With all kinds of skill, but I wouldn't say this is the best thing she's ever done. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I think that's why it's a career award, because she has done so many great things.
Of course. Snubs, though. You want to
Oh well,
take it
yeah,
away?
Nicole Kidman.
Oh, man.
I mean, we can talk about many
I mean,
actresses.
Nicole Kidman got no nominations, and she did 3 movies this past
Emily
year.
Blunt, 0.
Yeah, I didn't
Quiet
think.
Place, that's right.
I agree with you.
Yeah, Emily Blunt. Yeah.
Toni Collette in Hereditary.
Oh, my gosh. I was so
That's
angry.
insane.
Well, we gave it to her, so
Yeah, our ceremony.
our organization gave Best Actress to Toni Collette for Hereditary.
Yeah,
so.
I think that Melissa McCarthy here is kind of the weak link.
Yeah.
I mean,
Although she was really good in it. I watched that and I walked away from it going, God,
yeah, but the question is she better than Charlize Theron in Tally?
no.
or Rosamund Pike in A Private War.
I haven't seen that
I
movie.
haven't
Yeah,
seen that
she's
movie
amazing,
either.
by the journalist
Yeah.
Marie Colvin. So she got snubbed too. So that's
But
unfortunate.
I think it's really between Glenn Close and
Olivia Colman for me.
Olivia Colman.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, Gaga, she'd probably be up there again. I think
she's going to win for song, probably.
Yeah, well, she'll win for song for sure. But yeah, I don't think because I know that Lady Gaga and Glenn Close tied for the Critics' Choice.
That's true.
But I still think it's between Glenn and Olivia, in my opinion.
I just want to mention quickly that the fact that Yalitza Aparicio is here and also Marina de Tavira, we're going to talk about her in supporting. That's also a strong signal to me that Roma is the front runner because again, the majority of the members are actors, and for an actor to embrace a non-professional actor, that means that the movie worked for you.
Yeah, she's a newcomer.
Yeah.
So
she was so good.
it's everything in Roma's favor. On top of the fact that to this point it's normal to give it to the Mexican. It's like, I mean, that's awesome.
Yep.
But you know, Iñárritu, Best Picture, awesome. Best Director, Guillermo del Toro, Best Picture, Best Director. Alfonso already has an Oscar for Gravity. So all
but
those
they didn't win
things.
Best Picture.
No, but I think that's
interesting.
all of those precedents. And before I forget, I'm sorry, when you were mentioning about foreign language film, sometimes we have this split between Best Director and Best Movie. Okay, maybe this year the split is gonna be between foreign language and Best Film. I think that Roma is gonna win Director, Best Picture. I think that is gonna win also foreign, but Cold War,
I think. Might.
Cold War, especially because the director is nominated,
Yeah.
maybe taking that.
They might steal it.
Yep.
I don't want to get ahead of myself.
Yeah, I know we're getting a little ahead of ourselves.
Best actor in the leading role: Christian Bale for Vice, Bradley Cooper for A Star Is Born, Willem Dafoe for The Eternity Gate. I haven't seen that movie. Rami Malek for Bohemian Rhapsody, and Viggo Mortensen for Green Book.
Yeah, William Dafoe's nomination was a surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
That's
know
one of the surprises.
he's been on the list, but kind of a little further down.
Exactly.
But I haven't watched that movie yet either. I'm definitely gonna check it out.
So he's a dark horse in this one.
He's a dark horse, but I think it's Christian Bale's to lose. No?
And Rami Malek. It's going to be between those.
Yeah, probably between those two.
Rami's been getting all the awards left and right.
Yeah.
But so is Christian.
Oh, that's true. That's true. So
Christian's actually been winning more than Rami because Rami won ours. We picked Rami, but he only won the Globe.
okay.
So Critics' Choice went to Christian Bale,
Christian Bale.
and Golden Globe went to both of them. But BAFTA's kind of I'm not sure when the BAFTAs are.
February something I
Okay,
forget. Yeah.
that's kind of sort of the and SAGs. Those two are still the as far as the acting. We'll see how it plays out. So when the SAGs come out and then also BAFTA, we'll see if Christian Bale moves ahead. But my firm opinion is that he's gonna.
All, the fans are upset that Ethan Hawke didn't get it.
Yeah, that was a bit of a snub.
For First Reform, a movie that kind of deflated throughout our season. At the beginning, it was
Yeah.
recognized from all the critics
Right.
circle and stuff, and then it was getting less, almost disappearing. Also, you can talk.
Weird movie.
You can mention
agree.
Joaquin Phoenix did an amazing job in You Were Never Really Here.
I love that movie.
Fantastic. Some people were expecting maybe John David Washington for Black
Yes, that was.
Klansman.
I think that was. a lot
I'm
of
surprised
people's-
Adam Driver got nominated, but not him. That's
Yeah.
a surprise.
Yeah, but Adam's been on everybody's list for a long time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and John David Washington's been kind of off and on, you know. But I think he that's a bit of a snub. I think.
And maybe John
I
Cho
would've-
also could have been in the conversation.
Searching.
Briefly, I saw at Eternity's Gate, William Dafoe does an amazing job. It's
Does
his
he?
movie, you know.
Yeah,
He
sure.
has a camera on his face for 2 hours. So,
And he's playing Vincent Van Gogh, which is a
yeah.
very tragic character.
So it's a
Yeah.
very tormented person,
Yes,
and
yes.
it's a very, kind of showy role, and he does an amazing job as always.
yeah.
All right. Best actor in a supporting role: Mahershala Ali for Green Book, Adam Driver for Black Klansman, Sam Elliott for A Star Is Born, Richard E. Grant for Can You Ever Forgive Me, and Sam Rockwell for Vice. That's a surprise to me. I was not expecting Sam Rockwell.
Well, he's also been on the top 5 forever, and everyone's like, "Why?" He's like in it for 2 seconds.
2 seconds,
I
yeah.
mean, he's good. He's good. But if
Yeah.
I were to, I think Steve Carell from Vice would have been a better choice in my.
That's what I thought too.
In my
Yeah.
opinion, Rumsfeld was his performance as Rumsfeld. I thought was amazing. But I do love Sam. but he's got no chance in hell. I think it's definitely going to be Mahershala.
It has been this group kind of the entire season, either Sam Elliott or Timothée Chalamet.
Right.
So it has been among those, you know.
But that's the big snub is Timothy Chalamet.
I don't like that
For
movie though.
Beautiful World. I know, but he's the best
He was
part
in the
of it.
conversation. He was in the conversation. This is the category.
expected, you're right.
This is a category that makes me very upset because I can
Tell us,
replace.
Nestor.
I can replace all of them with other candidates. let me give you this.
All right.
Russell Hornsby for The Hate You Give.
Of course.
Michael B. Jordan, Black Panther.
Yes.
Coleman Domingo for If Beale Street Could Talk. Nicholas Hoult for The Favorite.
Yeah.
And I would replace Adam Driver for Topher Grace from Black Klansman. Just
Okay.
Yeah, I loved Adam Driver in that though. I did. I like him a lot. Anyway, but I agree with you. Topher was really good in it as well. But you're right. I mean, but Richard E. Grant has been getting all kinds of love. Sam Elliott's never
For some
gotten
reason.
an Oscar nomination, and so he's like, I guess he said it's about effing time.
Let's not forget.
In that low voice, you have to say.
best boy in the business. Best voice.
Let's not forget Judi Dench won her Oscar for just a few minutes of
True,
Showtime
but
of Shakespeare in
she-
Love. So
And
we'll see.
Hathaway.
No, but wait,
Yeah.
Think about that performance though. She totally dominates
She left a
whenever
mark.
she was
Yeah.
on the screen, even if it was for 5 minutes.
Yeah, she left an impression just for
Sam
those few minutes.
Rockwell did not dominate. He did
I'm just
not
saying it'll be
dominate.
funny if Sam Rockwell wins.
He will not. He
Best-
will not. I think it'll be Ali. Don't you think, Michelle? Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's
Because he
probably-
really isn't supporting in that. That's the whole point on that.
Best actress in a supporting role: Amy Adams for Vice, Marina de Tavira for Roma, Regina King for If Beale Street Could Talk, Emma Stone for The Favorite, and Rachel Weisz for The Favorite. And of course, we know that Regina King is going to take this one home.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think one of the bigger snubs was Claire Foy. I think people had her on this, but Marina's inclusion on this is great. It just makes me feel good because she was really, really good in it.
Yeah.
I love her in that movie. I love
I'm
her in
so
that
glad she got nominated because I didn't even think about her. Like literally did not think about her.
And also Marina, the fact that she has a long career in theater and
Oh, she does.
other mediums, you know, in Mexico. But it was very challenging for her because Cuarón had this very kind of, I don't know, strange approach to making the movie. He was giving the script like an hour before shooting.
Oh wow.
So for her was something
That's
completely
awesome.
different. He wanted the actors to fill out that empty space, you know, just
Yeah.
to give them kind of the situation
Right.
and what your character is feeling and go with it. For her, it was a huge challenge.
Yeah. Wow.
That is amazing.
Yeah, but I definitely think Regina King's gonna. The problem, I really feel bad for the actresses in The Favorite because all three of them are just so good in it
know.
as an ensemble that it's hard to pinpoint them out. Although I thought Emma was,
I agree.
because Emma stepped out of her comfort zone. You've never really seen her play that kind of a role before.
That's
or
right.
I can't think of it off the top of my head. And I'm sure she loved every second of it. She's the all about Eve. In that situation.
Great accent.
Oh, she did a great job. So, but it's hard. It's hard to pick out of those three women. I mean, Olivia Colman stands out only because of how she portrayed the character. But all three of them have the same screen time.
I agree.
So.
Okay, let's go to the next big category here. I want to bring up the best documentary feature, Free
How about
Solo.
director? Oh,
Do we get all the actors, supporting actress?
Yeah,
right?
we did, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so documentary feature, Free Solo, Hale County this evening, Minding the Gap, of Fathers and Sons, and RBG, and where's the Won't You Be My Neighbor? It's not here? Oh no,
Where
it's
is
not
it?
here.
Where is it? Won't you be my neighbor? Where is it?
Did I delete it? What happened?
That's insane.
Crazy.
That's insane.
Any thoughts, you guys?
Well, like we were talking before, last year the Jane Goodall one didn't get nominated, and I loved that.
Thank you.
And I think that I just think the Academy goes for the what's hard hitting and My husband and I used to joke that we could make a documentary film that would automatically get an Oscar nomination, which would be Holocaust babies surviving in I don't know. It was like Holocaust black babies surviving in the ghetto or something. It's like hands down, boom, that's gonna get the Oscar.
Some adversity, right?
Very. They tend to go to the more serious.
This is the biggest snub
But
of
it's a
the
big
whole
snub.
thing because
Yes.
it was a
Big snub.
favorite to win the category.
It's won every.
It's won everything.
It's won everything.
And who doesn't love Mr. Rogers? You
It's
know?
insane.
It's like we
It's
don't need
bizarre.
hard hitting right now. We need soft and fuzzy, and that's what that movie was about.
We were talking about that movie and Three Identical Strangers. And
I didn't see that
instead
one
of those, we have these two that I never heard of. So it's very strange.
yeah.
Aye.
So yeah, we didn't talk director. So
Oh, yes.
director, we've got Spike Lee for Black Klansman.
Go ahead, yeah.
Powell. How do you say that? Powell.
That's a good question.
Yeah. Pavel Pawlikowski.
Okay.
Sounds
Cold
good
War.
to me.
Yorgos
Lanthimos.
Lanthimos for the favorite. Alfonso. How do you say his last name?
Alfonso Cuarón.
Yeah, Cuarón.
Cuarón.
Cuarón. I always say it wrong. For Roma, and then Adam McKay for Vice.
I was surprised for Adam McKay. I thought that was going to go to Bradley Cooper.
Yeah,
You know, that
Bradley
spot.
Cooper was definitely a snub
Yeah.
because he got the DGA nod.
Oh, that's right.
So this Cold War guy came out of nowhere.
Yes, that too.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Yeah.
I thought it was just foreign language and that's it.
I still think Alfonso's going to win.
No, for
course,
sure.
yeah.
Alfonso's gonna win. Alfonso's gonna win
Although
this.
Spike Lee would be
cinematography.
great if he wanted to, but
That's the second option. Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it insane and crazy that it's the first nomination for Spike Lee?
I know.
Oh,
Insane.
thanks for bringing that up. Yeah.
How many movies? How much of a genius you have to be to get a nomination?
No, wait, didn't he get
No.
nominated for Do the Right
No.
Thing? Not director, I know,
love that
but
movie.
writing? I think
I
yeah,
don't
I think
remember.
I think the
I gotta look
screenplay
that up.
got it,
Okay.
but no, as director, are you kidding me? It's crazy. It's crazy.
That's
It's
insane.
about time.
And
It's high time.
he's come out and said, because he has definitely slammed the Oscars and the Academy in previous years, but he came out this year and said this is a great start. I have to say that I feel very good about the inclusion and all of the diversity and how the Academy seems to be changing. So he was happy.
Talking about inclusion, talking about snubs. Where are the female directors?
Yeah,
Isn't this to me?
Karen.
still bad. They can't do it.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you just the movies very
Yeah.
quickly. You were never really here. Leave no trace. Can you ever forgive me? The Rider. Where is the Rider? Private Life. Destroyer on the basis of sex. Mary Queen of Scots.
Some really good female directors and whatnot.
I think that this is another proof that we need to increase the number of slots for directing.
Yeah.
At this point,
I agree.
I wouldn't split the category in two
Right.
because you already have a huge history as
Yes.
director. It is different for our organization because we created this from scratch.
Right.
We never split one category into two. We created two from scratch.
Yeah.
Female director and male director. And I think that we were able to celebrate and to have in the conversation amazing work
Yeah.
that is just ignored here. So let's increase the number of directors. You have up to 10 movies. Have 10 slots for directing.
Oh, I almost forgot. Lucas Hedges got snubbed this year.
Yes, he
For both
did.
movies.
Ben is back. People just didn't see it.
Oh, no.
But I would have.
Come on, people.
I would have most assuredly given him Best Supporting Actor nod for that. And I would even venture to say I would have liked Julia Roberts to get a nod, but that was not going to happen.
I know.
But that was a great movie. Oh well.
All right, I know we got to get to the pick of the week and review, but let's go
do this.
cover the other major category here. What do you
The
want?
adapted screenplay?
Adapted screenplay. You want to cover?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go ahead.
So it's
take it away.
The Ballad of Buster Scruggs,
Yeah.
Jill and Ethan Cohen, Black Klansman, Can You Ever Forgive Me, If Beale Street Could Talk, and A Star Is Born. This is tough.
It's gonna be very competitive.
What do you think?
Maybe if Bill Street could
Beale
talk because he
Street,
didn't
yeah.
get any other major thing.
Very Jenkins.
And to me, it was kind of surprising. I mean, we have Regina King, of course, but that was a movie that I expected to have more. So
Yeah, and it's also an adaptation of a James Baldwin novel, and honestly, the movie is has its issues. I think it's very slow going, but it's a beautiful movie, and it's like you're watching poetry. And I thought the speeches and the and the language to it was pretty spectacular. So yeah, I would put my money on that one maybe, but I don't know.
You want to go on to the original?
We'll have to see what the Writers Guild gives. That'll give a good.
That's a good indicator.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
An original screenplay, we have The Favorite, Deborah Davis and Tony McNamara. First Reformed, Paul Schrader. Green Book, Nick Vallelonga, Brian Curry and Peter Farrelly. Roma Alfonso, and Vice, Adam McKay.
This is tough.
Roma, come on!
This is tough. This is tough.
No, I don't think Roma's going to win.
No? Okay.
No. I think it's going to be. I think it's between Vice and The Favorite, to be honest with you.
Yeah, this is so open. Maybe because First Reform didn't get anything else.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So for this one, it's anybody's game.
Yeah, I
At
think
this
so.
point, yeah.
So
I'm going to lean towards The Favorite, though.
sure.
And I think if we're going to talk about Snubs, Eighth Grade.
Oh
getting
my
it best.
goodness!
Everybody was.
Crazy.
It's been on everyone's radar and lists and everything, and the Academy like, no.
I thought at least for
Zero.
Elsie, I thought it was Elsie would get nominated at least.
Oh, I didn't
No.
think she would get nominated, but I really felt strongly that the screenplay would get nominated.
Yes.
Bo Burnham's, but oh well.
Yes.
Yeah.
So disappointing.
By the way, Bo Burnham is awesome.
Yes.
He's the
Disappointing that he
best.
got snubbed. Yeah, that's
He's
what
the
I meant.
best. I'm talking about Snubs before moving on.
Yeah.
The hate you give. People,
Oh my goodness.
people didn't see this movie.
No, they sure didn't.
And the proof is that Russell Horsby hasn't been in the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think that Fox kind of dropped the ball because I understand that they have this kind of more independent art, Fox Searchlight.
Yeah.
And they were pushing that. Fantastic, awesome. What happened with the hate you gave? To me, generations in the future are going to look back and say, we are so disappointed.
Yeah. The thing is that-
Zero, nothing for
It's
the
like
hate you
there's,
gave.
but the thing is, there have been some really good message movies that came out last year, and being one of them, but also BlacKkKlansman and Beale Street. I mean, these are movies that made a difference, and I think, I guess Beale Street and BlacKkKlansman just had a higher profile than
And Black Panther to a point.
and Black Panther, yeah. So
It also depends on the campaigning.
yeah.
No, that
obviously.
also comes into
By the
play.
way, Netflix definitely should get an award for the campaign they've done for Roma. It's been
everywhere.
incredible.
Yeah.
You can see it everywhere.
Incredible. They have kept that movie in people's vision. They've done an amazing job.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I see Roma everywhere.
Yeah.
All right, so is it
Animated feature, and
Yes.
then maybe we can.
Let's go with animated feature.
We've got Incredibles 2,
Yes.
Isle of Dogs, Mirai.
Mirai, never seen it.
Ralph Breaks the Internet, and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. No question in my mind.
No.
No question in my mind. Spider-Verse all the way.
You're like, oh, that's so hard to predict. No, it's not.
No,
it's
not
not.
this time. Although, everybody's like, well, don't count out Disney. They always sneak in there. And I'm like, I don't think this year. Nope.
No,
think
and
it's going
it's going to be the
Spider-Verse.
first time in a long time that Disney is not going to be taking
Yep.
this home. And I think that even the second favorite would be Isle of Dogs in my
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
Spider-Man to the Spider-Verse all the way. I saw Mirai. It's a very charming film.
Oh, is it?
It's
Okay.
very sweet, and I understand why it resonated with voters.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse winning is a breath of fresh air
Yeah.
after many years of Disney.
Yeah.
Anything else before we?
Well, I think
movies?
well, we kind of mentioned foreign film, but
Okay.
it's you say it. You say it.
Capernaum?
Capernaum.
Capernaum, Cold
Yeah.
War, Never Look Away, Roma, and Shoplifters.
Okay.
I think you're right. I'm
Cold War?
yeah,
You're feeling
I'm
it?
thinking Cold War.
So Roma will win Best Picture.
Yes.
And Cold War will take away the
It's
foreign.
going to be a big foreign language just extravaganza. It'll be great. It's kind of cool.
So I guess we agree that when it comes to best directing, they still need some work when it comes to inclusion. But other categories are pretty diverse.
Yeah, it's been a really good year. I don't have besides the Won't You Be My Neighbor. Do you have any other snubs that you?
I mentioned all
more
of them. What else?
snubs?
What else, Brother Nestor?
Well, I mean,
Score you were talking about.
no, but I mean,
Oh, Justin
Emily-
Hurwitz.
Yeah. But
First Man.
for First Man, but Emily Blunt getting nothing. It is interesting because Paramount played her as a supporting, and it worked for a couple of awards, but it didn't work for the big one.
Yeah.
So Disney was really interested in pushing Mary Poppins, and it's getting kind of empty-handed. I mean, they got, I think, 1 or 2 for best song or something like that.
Yeah.
But
I didn't love Mary Poppins.
no, me
Me
neither.
neither.
Me neither.
It's a snoozer.
Yeah.
But I did love A Quiet Place, and so it got nominated in sound,
Yeah.
which is funny.
Yeah. And other movies that got nothing: Widows, again, 8th Grade, The Rider,
Yes.
Leave No Trace,
Oh, yeah.
Crazy Rich Asians, Burning for
The
foreign
Korean.
language,
Yeah.
and that was a very interesting film. So, yep.
Yeah.
And I think I'm really angry that The Meg got snubbed.
I think it got a
maybe the
Razzie. Didn't it get a
I
Razzie?
think that Venom was a very strong contender.
Robin Hood. Robin
Come on,
Hood.
right?
What is going on?
We'll save that for the Razzie Awards discussion.
Yeah.
All right, so that's a nice segue to our next one. Movie reviews of this week. By the way, should we say the pick of the week?
Pick of the week
Pick of the
is-
week. The most voted this week of amongst us LAOFCS members is The Kid Who Would Be King. Let's talk about that. Have you seen it?
I have. I actually wrote a review for We Live Entertainment. Basically, you know, I slammed Robin Hood because it's like it's enough already with these remakes of this story. I've seen it.
Tarzan.
But the King and the King
Robin
Arthur,
Hood,
the
King
same.
Arthur.
And then I'm like, but wait a minute. Took a break and I said, with this kind of a movie where it's a refreshing take on the King Arthur story, this is how it's done. It reminded me of because it's a modern day sort of take of this British kid who finds the sword in the stone, and then he becomes, you know, this leader of his friends, and Merlin comes in there and he goes, you got to vanquish the, you know, the evil sorceress and all this. And it reminded me of those old Disney live action movies that I used to love when I was a kid. So, and it's a real family friendly, great message too to
Yeah.
this movie, which is we all can change the world if we want to, and we don't have to just pull a sword out of a stone. We can stand up and be leaders, and I thought that was really good. You know?
And talking about the message, the movie is clearly referring to this wave of intolerance that we're seeing rising around
Yep.
the world,
Yep.
in the UK, in this country.
And the movie mentioned it too.
Yeah,
The Rise of Dictators. Yeah.
And that's why all of this is happening right now, and how you have those kind of evil forces trying to divide people and keep them fighting. So I think that the message is fantastic. I'm talking about all movies. You have kind of that Goonies,
Yes.
Lost Boys
Yes.
vibe,
Very
80s
Amblin,
vibe.
very Disney.
Yeah.
It's great. It's a lot of fun, and there's a lot of action in it. And the two big names, Patrick Stewart plays Merlin, off and on plays Merlin, and then Rebecca Ferguson who plays Morgana. So she's great.
And the young kid that plays Merlin is also fantastic.
Yes.
And I think that to a point the movie makes its weaknesses its strengths, talking about the limitations of budget. Because you can have something like The Sorcerer's Apprentice, all special effects and everything. And this movie, you have the young Merlin just doing a series of gestures.
I know.
And that is cooler than any special
I thought
effect.
so too. They were doing all this stuff to cast spells. It was awesome.
That is great.
The kid
Yeah,
who
it
plays
was.
that, Angus Emery, is
Yeah.
fantastic.
He was great.
Yeah,
He was great. So yeah.
he was the best young actor. The other 4 actors for me are okay, but you don't see a John Boyega like in Attack the Block, that was the previous movie of the director Joe Cornish. We had to wait 8 years
Yeah.
to get a follow. I mean, not a sequel, but his second directorial effort. So in terms of acting, it's a little bit uneven, and I would say that there is a point that I would like to see more Morgana's character.
Yeah.
Because we have kind of the same threat throughout the movie. These kind of soldiers, they're not that much
Yeah.
interesting. You know, they don't talk. It's like, "Rah, rah, rah." And the movie, for being kind of a kids movie, it's a little bit long.
Yes.
It's 2 hours 15.
It's a little long. Yeah.
Keep it 20 minutes shorter, and it would be even better.
Yeah, it's true. It does go on a little long.
The
for
other
sure.
minor flaw that I noticed, it gets repetitive. The whole fiery horses thing.
Yeah.
The first couple times we're like, oh, that's cool, and then it keeps happening. It's like, oh, this is all you got.
Yeah.
You know, this is all you have to
Yeah.
offer?
Some different monsters.
The horses again.
But the kid who plays the lead, the
Oh, Andy Serkis son.
The circus
yeah, it's
kid.
Andy Serkis.
Louis Circus.
Looks just like his dad. I thought he looks just like his dad. So
We'll
yeah.
see in the future if he can mocap like his dad.
He already did in Jungle Book.
Oh yeah.
He plays a character in Jungle Book. Yeah.
Well, there you go. It's a fun fact. I had no idea.
Yeah.
There you go. Thank you for that trivia, brother. But I also enjoyed this film. I think this is great that this is the pick of the week. And, I'm not... When it comes to kids' movies, I try not to be harsh about them. As long as kids enjoy them, as long as parents enjoy them, I'll point out some some things that I don't like about it, but I won't be piling on it,
Yeah.
So you guys go watch it.
Yeah.
Definitely, it's a good family. It's like Paddington 2 came out around this time last year, and everyone we
Yes.
love that one too. It's kind of that British.
Talking about the movies that were completely ignored. I mean, we know that the movie was released originally in the UK in 2017,
Yeah.
but still, it was eligible. But that was a movie that was kind of an orphan movie. Because we know the whole thing with Winston Company, Warner Brothers took it,
Right.
and they did nothing for it. If Paddington 2 was a Disney film, it would be nominated for something.
Heck yeah.
See, the campaigning. Yeah.
For sure.
But I love Paddington too. Okay, so the next one is a fantastic film. Just kidding. Called Serenity, and
Goodbye, guys. Thank you for coming.
The only person that watched it is our lady Kit here. So
I
can you
took
take
the
it away?
bullet. I took the bullet. Serenity. It stars Matthew McConaughey and Anne Hathaway, and Diane Lane's in it.
Anne Hathaway's blonde, right, in this one?
Yeah, she is.
Okay, she's blonde. Okay.
So they're suffice to say, I can't say too much about it because there is a big twist to it, and it's not a great twist, but it is a twist, and I don't want to give it away. But it markets the film. It's been marketing sort of as a film noir, right? As sort of a body heat type of a
Diabolique.
movie. Yeah, which would have been great. I would have gone for that if they had just gone that way. But they had some other intentions that they decided to do, and then you're like. And it kind of starts to happen sort of midway through. I mean, it would have been better at the very end. I'm not sure. So midway through, you're starting to realize, okay, this is not right. Something's weird, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh my God. And you just, you laugh because you're not supposed to laugh, but you're laughing. And then, so that's why everything's so stilted. That's why this dialogue is so cheesy. It's because of this whole other thing that's happening. But it's just, I don't know. I can't tell you how bad it goes wrong, but it just goes badly wrong.
I'm sorry, is this glass or? For a moment, I got confused. I got confused for a moment.
Now, this has nothing redeeming. At least Glass had James McAvoy in it. But yeah, I and Matthew McConaughey, God bless him, he tries his best, but at one point he's just standing on this boat and he's going, whoa! He just starts screaming, and I went with my friend and I'm looking at her going,
That's so cheesy.
Right?
Pulling a Nicolas Cage.
That's right.
Nicolas Cage.
It's so funny that you said that, Nestor, because we were walking out and some guy goes, now, if that was Nick Cage, we would totally accept what was happening right there on the screen. With the
I would
screaming
replace
and
Nick
yelling.
Cage for many movies.
If Nick Cage was in this movie, I bet it would have just been the best. Because it was a Nick Cage kind of thing, but Matthew McConaughey's playing. Yeah, and Anne Hathaway, wow. She was just probably the worst I've ever seen her.
Wow.
And Diane Lane was kind of good, but it's like, why is Diane Lane in this movie? I don't know. It was...
So,
I'm interested now. Let me
Well,
tell
you know what?
yeah, I'm curious.
Exactly. I would not pay money to go see this movie. However, if you see it pop up somewhere and it's free, check it out and then you can go, holy hell, what did I just watch?
I can see that quote on the poster. I wouldn't pay money for this, but if you see it,
Check it
It's a
out.
full quote. Yeah.
Yeah.
Check it out.
talking about bad movies and Nicolas Cage, the best worst movie of 2018 is called Between Worlds.
Oh.
Watch that movie. I laughed so hard for so long. I got more entertainment value watching Between Worlds. I have this tattoo here like the beast. No, it's incredible.
I just want
It's
everyone
amazing.
to notice here that both Rama and
Yes.
Nestor are wearing the Shape of Water
The
shirts,
Shape of Water.
which was
This is like
best
a
picture winner
this is
last
like
year.
a Shyamalan twist.
Yeah.
It's
There's-
like no, it's a
this is the
coincidence.
twist.
It's a coincidence. It's a universe. The universe is all.
Alternate universe.
Yeah. I think it's a sign.
Serenity is not like Between Worlds, or that's the great part, right? It's so bad, it's funny.
Yeah,
no,
no,
it's not so bad, it's funny.
no,
Oh, so it's not in that
just-
category.
no,
Okay,
It's so
Between
bad, it's
Worlds is
good.
like that.
Because like 50 Shades Freed, those kind of movies, they're so bad, they're okay.
funny.
You
Yeah,
know,
they're
because
hilarious.
They're whatever. Yeah.
You watch it for
This,
the laughs.
No, they want you to. It wants to be all serious. And it's
Oh
just like,
no, that's the worst.
Yeah, this
people.
for the people at home. When you always think about critics having enjoying the life and the good life,
Yeah.
we are the first line of defense, and sometimes we need to take a bullet for you guys.
We do.
So
we do. It's true.
just saying.
Yeah, and
Just saying.
Matthew didn't even go, all right. He didn't even do that, right? No, just keep living.
No, he just screamed. Ah!
And the nominee for best scream.
Goes to.
I guess we could safely say that Serenity is the front runner for next year's Razzie Awards.
I would say keep it on your list, boys. And, go try to see it at some point before the end of the year, so then you can talk about what's the worst movie of 2019.
Before you die, watch that movie.
Serenity.
Awesome.
Serenity 2.
Yeah.
Theaters. All right. I think those are all our topics for this week's LAOFCS show. Next week, our fearless leader, Scott Menzel, will return from the Winter Wonderland, that is Sundance Film Festival. So thanks so much for you guys for tuning in. And Kit, let's do a plug here. Nestor, and then
Nestor,
Kit.
go. Oh.
You can find me at Nestor Cine on Twitter, as Desde Hollywood on Instagram, and my website is called desdehollywood.com.
And he is the second best-looking guy in our
That's right.
group. Yeah.
That's right.
After Scott Manson.
Scott Mans, that I call the greatest showmans.
Oh, there
Yeah.
you go.
Greatest showman, yes. We're actually going to be having some of our ceremony that we held earlier this month on YouTube. We have a channel for the LA Online Film Critics Society, so check us out on the YouTube. You can see some of the great speeches that we got to hear from some of our winners. I'm Kit Bowen again from Screenpicks, and my Twitter's at the Movie Kit. So I will be tweeting at some point in time or retweeting. I'm just bad at it. I'm just bad at it. Nestor's really good at it, so is Rama. I'm like, God, I just
We got
can't.
nothing better to do, that's why.
But just follow me anyway, though. I'm entertaining.
And my name is Rama, and you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/RamaScreen1, and follow me at Twitter, RamaScreen with 2S. And again, thanks for tuning in, you guys. Come back next Friday, 11 a.m.
Let's
right
do it.
here.
Let's do it.
Oh,
3, 2,
yeah.
1.
3, 2, 1. Yeah! Until then, let's rock this. Woo!
From producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire Popcorn Talk Network, we would like to thank you for tuning in. For questions or comments, be sure to visit popcorntalk.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of the Popcorn Talk Network.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of its owners or principals.